Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you're having an amazing day or night whenever this reading is finding you. In today's pop-up, we're going to be talking about your specific person's thoughts and feelings about you yesterday. So this is a timeless reading. We are talking about yesterday from whenever you're watching this reading. So whether it's on the day it was posted or months down the line, I set the intention this would reach you if and when it was meant to. But as always, at the end of the day, please take the messages if, when, and how they resonate. Leave behind any that do not, because this is a collective reading. So I'm going to give you a quick rundown of what you can expect in our reading here today. We're going to get started with the oracle cards that I have pulled for us to get a good base and backbone out for the rest of the reading. After that, we're going to dive deeper using the tarot. Later on, I will also pull some channeled messages, things your person wanted to say to you yesterday or maybe did directly say to you. We'll also get astrology dice, tiles, and charms for bonus confirmation. You may see significant names or symbols or zodiac placements. And then, as always, I will close our reading today with a message just for you, whatever you need to hear the most at this time. So we're gonna hop right into it. I ask that if you find yourself resonating with our message here today, you hit that like button and subscribe for more in the future. So let's get into it. We have the lamb, crocodile, and rabbit. Kazemi sees the sunny opportunities. First house, identity check. Scorpio, face your feelings. And cusp, break on through, babe. We have Alethea, the heart, the tear, and the fault line. So first off, we have earth energy coming out twice in the animal cards, as well as water energy. Bonus points if you or your person have Scorpio placements, because we do have Scorpio coming out directly here. I'm also feeling called to mention that Aries rules the first house, or I guess I don't really know how to phrase that properly, but Aries and the first house are connected to each other, so Aries energy could also be significant here. I feel for a lot of you watching right now, you probably saw your person yesterday in person or maybe via video call if this is a long distance connection, because it seems to me like this person was watching you very closely. And my intuition is telling me that this was like an in-person observation, more than likely. If that's not the case and you didn't see your person yesterday, I feel as though maybe they were looking at old photos of you or maybe watching you via social media, because the strongest message I'm picking up on right now from your person yesterday is that they were paying very close attention to you. They were observing you. I also heard the word silence, so it could be that maybe this person was not talking a lot, or in moments of silence with them, they were paying extra close attention to your movements, your body language, how the energy felt between the two of you, because they were very, very observant. In fact, they keep drawing me back to this eye over here on the crocodile. And right when this card came out, when I pulled it, I felt a strong bit of information come through to ignore the actual message of the card. It came out to represent the eye here. Okay, and then up here we do have another eye with the tear. To me, I'm getting a really strong message that this person was watching you. Maybe you were very sensitive around them, or you might just have a sensitive type of personality in general, because this person was watching you from a place of care. It's like they almost felt like you had this gentle nature to you, or it was just a sensitive day for you. Maybe you went through something difficult recently, or it was a tough day. And so they were kind of watching you and watching themselves and how they interacted with you, because they didn't want to bring out any anxiety or stress within you. So it was coming from a place of care. They were paying attention to you, your behaviors, your body language, language, your language, because they felt like there was a little bit of tension, maybe not directed at them, but you had some kind of tension within you, and they didn't want to kind of like exacerbate the situation. And I probably said that word wrong, but they didn't want to make the situation any more difficult on you. I also feel like this person really wanted a lighthearted experience with you yesterday, or that's something they want to bring more of into the connection. You know, fun, free-spirited energy. Maybe there's just been a lot of heaviness between you two lately. They didn't want that to happen, so they were being extra cautious and extra careful with how they spoke to you, how they acted towards you, because they didn't want to break out into any type of stressful situation, okay? In fact, it's interesting. I just noticed that we had the fault line come out on top of the break on through card. And I always lay the cards out like in order I pull them. So this was not intentional, but it's like your person may have sensed that you were reaching a breaking point, or they felt like that could possibly happen if they said or did the wrong thing. So it just felt like a really sensitive situation to them. And I just heard a fine line, right? Between these deep, loving, lighthearted, positive emotions and possible sadness or fear or stressful moments that may produce tears or heavier emotions, okay? So it's like they felt like they were walking a fine line. It's like if they said the wrong thing, if they did the wrong thing, it could quickly go from positive, loving, happy experiences to something sad or heavier really, really quickly. So again, it felt like there was a lot of tension from their perspective. They felt like maybe you were sensitive, or they were about to cross a line that they couldn't come back from. So they were being very, very cautious. They were very aware that emotions were running high within you or between the two of you. And they needed to be very, very careful of how they behaved and how they treated you and the things that they said. So, and I feel like you'll know why that is. Maybe tensions have been high between the two of you recently, or maybe you did have a really stressful day and you were open and honest about that with this person. Maybe you directly asked them to be gentle with you because like you were sensitive, or you had a difficult day, or you've been going through something really challenging recently. I think you'll know this isn't something that you're unaware of, because it's very much that this person was watching you. They were being cautious of you, and it was coming from a place of care because they didn't want to add to an already tense or stressful situation for you. So I'm curious to see what's going to come out in the tarot. Let's get more information out for us. Give me a moment to pack up the spread here and then see which tarot deck is calling me. I'm also going to grab a quick drink of my tea real quick, you guys. So give me a moment here. Just realized I forgot to grab a coaster, so I'm going to have to clean that up later. Fabulous. Okay. So we're gonna just keep it on point here. Your person's thoughts and feelings of you yesterday. We'll get additional information or more details out using the tarot now. Talk to me about this person's thoughts and feelings of the viewer yesterday. That was the Seven of Swords that just fell. Oh, okay. All right. Hold on a moment, you guys. We also have Judgment that fell. Grab those cards. So it's interesting because Judgment fell, it landed face up so I could see it. The Seven of Swords, when it was falling, it was upright, but then when it hit the ground, it ended up flipping upside down. So in a way, that's its own separate message. We'll get into that. You guys, when I read, I don't just read the cards at face value. I pay attention to how they come out, how it feels when they come out, because I feel like there's always additional messages within, like even kind of like the behaviors of the cards, if that makes sense. I'm very particular about how I read. So I'll get to that momentarily. And also, the interesting thing here is that I feel like I have to over-explain myself in this reading. So maybe you yourself are an over-explainer, or it could be that maybe your person felt like they had to be extra cautious and careful, over-explain things to you. Maybe they felt like if they didn't, you would take things the wrong way, or there's something about over-explaining energy. And then I just heard I'm not even going to be able to say the word I just heard. Intellectualization. There we go. I just heard that loud and clear. So you might have dominant air placements in your chart, or maybe you are, you have a tendency to over-intellectualize things. So it could be that maybe this person felt like they needed to over-explain themselves because otherwise you were going to read between the lines, or you were going to get way too into your head. We might have some individuals out there that have strong Gemini or Virgo placements in their charts, because Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury, okay? And that would be directed at you specifically. So if you have significant Virgo or Gemini placements, that could be extra confirmation for you. So sun, moon, rising sign, or dominant within the chart itself for you, okay? So we have the Seven of Swords. That card came out in an interesting way. We'll get to that. We have the Four of Wands, Judgment, Five of Swords, Queen of Swords, the Star, and then the Empress and the Six of Pentacles came out together, which is why I separate them. Some of you guys ask or question why I lay cards out in an odd way sometimes. There's always a reason for the pattern, okay? I take cards in pairs. See, here I am again over-explaining. There's something about over-explaining, over-intellectualizing coming through with your reading, because I don't always do this, but like if I put them in specific sections or next to each other, there's always a reason for that. So anyway, I don't need to over-explain everything. I'm going to try to get out of that energy so I can focus. And in fact, there was a message coming through that that I think your person felt a need to over-explain themselves at some point. Hi, Wally. Because they felt like it was going to get them into trouble if they didn't, or it was going to start something that didn't need to happen if they didn't. Again, they were being very cautious, very delicate, very careful. Anyway, okay, we're going to get out of that. Now let's talk about the cards. Okay. So your person was struggling very much with hiding something from you, but I don't think it was something heavy like cheating or betrayal or anything like that. I don't think that they were manipulating you with malicious intent or anything, but they were hiding something from you, okay? But they didn't want you to know about it, which is why this card kind of came out in such a way where it wanted to be seen at first, but then quickly flipped on its side. Maybe this person almost let something slip, but they didn't. Like, again, because it felt like to them, the tension was high. They didn't want to say or do the wrong thing. They felt like it was a sensitive situation. Hello, Wally. Hello. Okay, anyway, I will put him in the other room if he is a little bit too vocal. I'm going to put you in the other room if you don't stop. Okay. I got to focus, sir. Anyway, okay. So the point I'm getting at here is that this person maybe almost let something slip that they knew was going to be taken in the wrong way, or you might be sensitive to, so they quickly pulled back or tried to distract from the situation, or redirect your attention elsewhere because they didn't want to bring that tension out, or they didn't want to create issues. So it's likely they were thinking about that quite a bit. And then they're showing me the crow here with its mouth wide open, and I think it was something this person said, like it was something auditory, like they said something, quickly backtracked from it, or they almost said something, they almost let something slip out of their mouth, and they were like, oh yeah, no, I can't say that. It's gonna create issues if I do that. So it was definitely something vocal, something auditory, okay? It could have to do with this Four of Wands energy, because that came out right after this card did, before Judgment fell. So it could have something to do with union, or an anniversary or something that's normally to be celebrated, but maybe it's a point of tension between the two of you right now. With the Four of Wands, I take it as a card of wish fulfillments, celebrations, anniversaries, marriages, unions. All in all, it's a really positive card. I mean, you can see that even just the way they depicted it here. With the images on this card, right? But maybe it's a point of tension between the two of you right now, so your person was trying to run away from that. They could have gotten a sign that now is not the time to talk about this. Now is not the time to bring this up in conversation. They didn't want to stress you out. They were really listening to their gut yesterday with you. Like they were really, really listening to their intuition and their own observations of you. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there were a lot of moments of silence between the two of you during this interaction yesterday, because it seemed like there was a lot of unspoken communication, like watching body language, watching what you say. So there could have been a lot of moments of silence. Somebody could have gotten a headache. I feel like that might be you because at least from your person's perspective, it seemed like you were very stressed out or you were processing a lot. This could also be a depiction of over-intellectualization. I gotta get better at saying that. It's a mouthful though. So it could be that this is your person observing you. You have a lot going on in your head right now. You're processing a lot. And then we have the Queen of Swords coming out right after, which is telling me that, yeah, there was a lot of mental energy going on yesterday within you and probably your person as well, because they were observing you and they were really watching themselves. Something is really okay. Do we have to go in the other room? Do we? Do you need to sit on my lap for a minute while I read? Okay, we'll see if that helps. Come here, buddy. Okay, sorry you guys, I gotta pick Wally up. We'll see if this helps. Anyway, they wanted me to show you the back of the deck, ended up being the King of Swords because they keep saying Aquarius, and Aquarius is also the star. I read the King of Swords as Aquarius energy and then likewise with the star. Okay, so Aquarius energy could have been present. That's more air sign energy. And I just heard the word processing. And then they showed me a computer. So maybe you're processing something really difficult right now. I think you're ready to heal something within your heart, but you're just feeling really sensitive right now, or at least your person is feeling that way. With the Empress and the Six of Pentacles coming out together, that's telling me that your person feels like you deserve the whole world. Like you really deserve good things. You deserve positivity in your life. They wish they could give you the whole world. They feel like you could have anything you want. They want to be able to bring what you need to the table. Maybe they feel like they haven't been able to give you enough of what you need lately. They may also be thinking about being generous with you financially as well, especially if you're struggling. Maybe that's one of your stress points right now is money. They might be literally thinking of helping out financially too. Okay. All right, what is next? What's next? I'm seeing what I'm feeling called to first. I feel like I want to do tiles and charms first for us in today's reading before channeled messages. We'll get to the channeled messages right after this, you guys. Okay. All right, see, I'm feeling like I need to be extra delicate too, because I mean, normally I try to set them down gently, but right now I'm feeling like my movements, I need to be extra cautious. Your person was, they were really almost walking on eggshells, okay? Maybe they didn't let that show, but internally that's how they felt. So what we're gonna do next is the astrology dice. You may see specific zodiac placements in your chart and or their chart. If you happen to know your composite chart, you may see some placements there too. Okay, and this gets noisy, so if that bothers you, turn the volume down. Okay, so we have Scorpio, Neptune, and Saturn. You or your person may have Scorpio, Neptune, or Saturn, or both. We have Leo, Sun, and Pluto. Leo, Sun, and Pluto. We have Aquarius, Venus, and North Node. I'm going to do it one more time. We have Pisces, Sun, and South Node. Okay? All right, let's get out a couple charms here. Saturn energy could be significant in this connection because we just had the Saturn charm come out. You might want to see what's going on with Saturn in both of your charts. Saturn is also the planet of karma, lessons. Saturn carries a very heavy energy. Somebody could be going through their Saturn return right now. Okay. Okay. And they're showing me the word ton, like heaviness. Okay. So yeah, there was a heavy energy going on. Your person was picking up on that. There was some sort of heaviness, and well, you better not be scratching the couch. Oh, hold on a second, you guys. No. You know better than that. Okay, anyway. Oh, cats. Anyway, there was a lot of heaviness. There was dense energy going on. The tension was so high, it felt like you could cut it with a butter knife, okay? We have an elephant here, but for some reason that charm always makes me think of a stingray. It kind of looks like a stingray, doesn't it? But I believe it's an elephant. So that's more like heaviness, denseness coming through. And I think your person really just wanted peace. Like they wanted to have positive energy with you. They wanted peace. They didn't want this heaviness and intensity to come out. Really, Wally? All right, let's do channeled messages, you guys. Give me a second here. Really? Really? Sorry, you guys, that was awkward silence. I was making eye contact with him. I just realized, oh yeah, no, I better say something. We were making eye contact. I was trying to tell him to stop it. To stop. The attitude. Anyway, yeah, Wally's turning 15, you guys, in case you missed the post on my community page. He's a rescue cat, so I don't know like his exact birthday, but I got him 15 years ago. He was, well, I don't have his paperwork anymore, but at the time I did the calculations, he was just a few weeks old. I tracked it back to like roughly the first or second week in September. So, because he was just a kitten when I got him. So, but anyway. All right, let's get out some messages from your person now. Again, with the over-explaining. Okay. You came closer than anyone. My life is not as together as it seems. I want to tell you how I feel. I left before you could leave me. This could be an ex for some of you out there, or somebody that you're having like a second go around with. I think this person really wanted to tell you how they were feeling. They wanted to share more with you, but they just felt like you were very sensitive. They didn't want to make the situation worse. Oh, geez. Okay. We just had a lot of cards come out to the ground. So give me a second, you guys. I gotta clean these up. Take the ones that flipped upright. Leave behind the ones that did not. Okay, hold on. Okay, interesting. Okay, I wasn't planning on doing an extended, but this happens sometimes. So I feel like these are connected. I've been keeping secrets and I'm making a plan. So I think I am gonna end up doing an extended, you guys. That was weird. on what the secret plan is, what this person has up their sleeves. So if this reading has been resonating and you want to get more information about this, you're welcome to join for that extended. I'll unpack this plan, this secret that your person is keeping behind the scenes. It may also be connected with that Seven of Swords energy we had come out in the tarot. So we'll see. We will see. We also have past life. You may have a past life with this person. Or maybe this could also be your person learning from past relationships, past connections, not wanting to repeat the same mistakes with you. I send you messages through music. We will be together one day, and I love you. Okay. Yeah, your person had a lot of love and care for you, and they were being very gentle, very sensitive to your emotions, your experience. Okay, yeah, we will do an extended. You can find a link to it down below in the description box or the pinned comment or straight over on my Patreon. But before we get into the extended, we're gonna give you a couple of personal messages here. Okay, and our songs of the day, I forgot to mention, were Blinded. I feel as though this came out because of the watching energy, though. This is not like the literal meaning of the song. It was like watching energy, the observant energy coming through. We also have Better Life and Holy. Okay. All right. So your first personal message is, the harder I push against it, the more I attract its essence. When you find some unwanted thing that you want to shout no at, shout briefly and then turn your attention to the thing you do want. Any attention to anything is a practicing of the vibration that will bring it unto you. And then we also have, today I am focused. Today I will be productive and feel good about doing the hard work that I need to do. And I invite you to affirm this with me in the comments if you would like to. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here, though, you guys. Thank you so much again for joining. For those of you who are joining for the extended, I will see you over there shortly. If you're leaving me here, though, I hope that you have a blessed rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.